Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Joy, and today I'll be bringing you another video in this new series I hope to create called Testimony Time. I just want to do this to hopefully inspire you to put your faith in Jesus Christ like I do, and so this is just going to be a series. This time I'm not in the rain. The first thing that I noticed is that previously I had wanted to graduate in 3 years. I just finished my freshman year of college past May, and I wanted to graduate in 3 years, and I could have done that because I had AP credit, but it meant I would take 16 units each semester and take a class this summer and next summer. So I signed up for this journalism class, this broadcast television class at LBCC, which is a community college in Long Beach, and I wanted to do the online class, and I had talked to the professor ahead of time because I was going to be on vacation the first week of class, and I wasn't going to be guaranteed if I would have Wi-Fi to do it. And he said that was fine, and this took place way before the school year even ended. But I waited to the last minute, and his online class was full, and I definitely didn't want to go in person for the class. And there was one other teacher who had an online class offered this summer, but I hadn't spoke to the professor. And so I was like, well, my two choices: I can risk it, email the professor after I enroll in the class to save my spot, or I can go in person with the professor I had already spoken to. Well, I was like, there's no way I'm going in to Long Beach for one class. So I tested my luck and signed up for the class. I did not speak to the professor. So I emailed the professor, didn't hear back. It's getting closer to the end of the school year, and I get an email from the original professor whose class I was going to take, and he said, oh, because I sent that email to the other one I did not talk to, and then this other professor I originally talked to, he had forwarded that same message from the other professor back to me saying that, oh, I'm the professor now of all of the classes. And I was like, wow, this is such a blessing. Like, honestly, God got my back because I messed up, didn't sign up for the class in time, but he still gave me the professor that I talked to, that I needed, and that I wanted. Now, I'm not going to be taking this class anymore because I am not going to try and graduate in 3 years, but instead 4, so I don't need this class. But anyways, I just thought that was a really good experience because I was like, did not expect that. It was like the odds were against me, and I was just like, oh my gosh, this is a blessing. Now, the second thing is I've been primarily using my iPhone 6S camera for my YouTube channel, and now that I've been getting more serious about it, especially uploading weekly, I was like, well, I kind of want I want a new camera that has better quality. So a few months back, earlier in 2019, I went to Best Buy to get an external hard drive because I was running out of space on my phone and my laptop, and it was getting very frustrating because I would spend hours on trying to delete stuff to free up storage. Well, I went to the Best Buy and I asked them about cameras, and he told me, the guy at Best Buy said, Sony Alpha A6000 is a really good camera in low light settings. You can change out the lenses, and also it was going to be going on sale in a few months when the newer one came out. And also it has the flip screen, And I was like, oh my gosh. And I was going to buy it there on the spot, but I thought to myself, I'm going to be going on vacation soon, and what if I need money for that? Or what if I need money for school? Or what if I need money for something else? So I didn't buy it then. And I've been waiting and doing more research, and I'm like, I really want to buy this camera, but I don't know if I should wait until after the summer's over or buy it before the summer so I could take it to my vacation and vlog like New York, Canada, this and that. And then one day, on Mother's Day, my mom does YouTube too, I'll link hers below, and she knows a lot more about cameras than I do. We were talking about cameras, and I mentioned that the Sony Alpha A6000 was a camera that I wanted to get. And she said something like, oh, what would you say if I had a camera, that same camera? And I said, well, I would be happy for you, you know? Not knowing that she was trying to pry out information to see if I would want her camera. Because apparently this whole entire time she's had the Sony Alpha A6000. And she gave it to me. So this is the camera that I've been wanting. And she gave it to me, and I was just like, that is such a blessing. Bless her heart, and thank God, because I didn't spend any money on this. I didn't want to even take it from her because it was so expensive. But it's like God knows your heart, He knows your wants, and it's just like, that was just like, oh my gosh, I can't start crying now. I was just like, this is such a blessing, because she gave it to me right before vacation when I was wanting to use this to get good footage. And although it doesn't have like the flip screen where I can see myself, it's still like the same camera, just the older version, and it's still a blessing, and I still appreciate it, so thank you, God. Now the next thing is, a few weeks ago I was driving on the 605 North, and you know, most days it's like people want to hit me on the freeway for whatever reason. I don't know if it's because they're dumb or they just like, I don't know, have road rage or whatever. And you know how like there's lanes where they merge onto the freeway into your lane if you're in the closest lane to the exits? Well, sometimes when you're on the freeway, you have lanes of people merging onto the freeway, but they can still stay in their lane because it doesn't get cut off. Well, I was in that situation where I was in that lane closest to the lane that was merging onto the freeway, but it didn't merge directly because you could still go in your lane. Anyways, this car decides to drift into my lane, and I'm like, wait a second, I'm still driving in this lane. It's like they didn't see me or they weren't paying attention. I don't know. This was the closest I've ever been hit, and thank God there was no car in the lane behind me because I had to swerve so I wouldn't get hit. And this car literally sped up in front of me when they got in front of me, and they took off. They took off, I guess because they were embarrassed. But yeah, I almost got in a car crash. Not my fault, but God protected me anyway. Protected my car. He protects me every day, so thank you for that. So thank you for watching this video. I will have more videos like this to come, and hopefully they're more up to date and recent than this one was. So yeah, check out my channel. Thank you so much for listening, and may God bless you all.